I'm Peter, I'm a wood carver, and I carve mostly folk art, giraffes, birds, and carve some bowls and trays. And I'm going to show you some of the work that I do. I started when I retired. I started because Kathy was had in mind to buy a giraffe that she saw in a store, and I assured her when I retired I'd carve her one. So that was the first thing I carved, was a giraffe. And then a little while later I started carving some bowls and so on. There's some giraffes you can see over by the front door. They're like the first bunch of giraffes I carved, and the newer giraffes are a little bit finer, better painted. Still folk art though, not meant to be super realistic looking. This is where I usually start my work. If I'm going to be using some power tools, typically I'll start with a chainsaw. After I've finished carving with the chainsaw, I end up with something like this. Actually, all my wood is reclaimed. I'm a scrounger of wood. Anyway, this came from a root that was on the beach. A friend and I were able to get it in the back of a truck, so it's actually in 3 pieces. We cut the root in half, and this is one piece. The base is the other half of the root, and then the seat is a 3rd piece. So I have some birds that I carve, cut them out with a bandsaw, paint them, mount them on typically pieces of weathered wood like arbutus, for example. I've carved a few more fine art things like this dogfish, quite a few bowls and trays. Typically I look for odd shaped wood, so it's all unique. Every piece is unique. This is another piece of root that came from a beach. It's a piece of cedar root that we pulled up off the beach, cleaned it up a little bit, mounted it on a piece of holly actually, and then put the little birds on it, and it makes a great sculpture in the garden. I always make these little birds so the heads can be turned so that they can have a little attitude adjustment. So this is where I work, and we're happy to have people come by and see our stuff. There's usually lots of opportunity to visit. We're easy to get hold of. Our website is very easy to remember, demchuk.ca, and there's contact information there. Thanks for your interest.